Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy everybody in here. Thank y'all for being in here. Today is November 26th, 2024, the year of our Lord. The time is now 8:30 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. That is Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Thank you all for being in here. I know I've been out of pocket for several months, but y'all been rocking with me the times I have popped in. We're going to try to get this thing rolling back. My military duties are done as far as being away, so I should be back here in Atlanta, so we'll be back on a regular scheduled program soon enough. But again, let me go ahead and get the shout outs out the way. First things first, before the shout outs, let's go ahead and get the housekeeping out the way. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Ain't nothing changed. Hit the like button. The like button is free. Y'all know how to use Cash Apps. I'll try to bring the PayPal up. I play music at the beginning, so it might already be demonetized. I really don't give a shit. We're not going to be on here long. I just wanted to come talk to the brothers tonight because I've been having conversations offline. So I felt compelled to come back and have this type of conversation early before we get rolling back into our regular scheduled program. Now that we got the housekeeping out the way, hit the like button. You know how to use the Cash App. Now let me get to my shout outs. I believe Brother Malika was first tonight. He was. Brother Malika says, peace, love, and happy holidays, Kofa and the chat.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Appreciate you being in here, Pooh. Salute to you, good brother.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Sister Almond Eyes making an appearance.
You go, girl.
I appreciate you being in here. Moving silence back at it. Appreciate you being in here.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Says shout out to Kofa and the chat. Mo on the go. What's going on, sis? We talked sporadically over these last few months. I've been out of pocket. Good conversation. Glad to see you doing well.
You go, girl.
And the man, no myth, the legend, my homie, I was just smoking with yesterday. Glad to be back in the city of Atlanta, bro. Broken Traditions in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
BT says, where's Blaze? I don't know. Blaze on Japan time. Somebody hit him up. See if he's scrolling around these YouTube streets. Go ahead and tag him. Tell him Kofa's back and he's live.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
BT already doing the trolling for Blaze. We're not going to be here long. 2 hours later, we're still on. No, I started adjusting that, bro. Y'all started calling me out last year about it. So I'm going to try to make these adjustments. I'm not going to hold up y'all night, man. Brother Malika says, Kofa, peace and love to little Kofa. I hope he is doing well. Yeah, man. Crown, my son Crown, like King Crown you see back there on the picture. He is doing quite well. Thank you, brother. I'm going to get my little man tomorrow. We're going to kick it hard this Thanksgiving. Then daddy got to come back to work next week, get back to it, make sure he's further good. Thank y'all again for being in here. I think I'm caught up with all the shout outs. Thank you for everybody being in here. Got 10 likes, 8 people viewing. Again, we're going to get this thing rolling back up. I got to get back into the YouTube algorithm, get back on my grind and hustle. Again, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank y'all for still rocking with me. You know I am a small channel, but y'all are still here rocking with the boy. So tonight, I just want to talk to the brothers, man. I'm gonna play a couple of clips. We're not gonna delve too deep into it, but I want to give y'all that positive fuck it. I felt the need to give a pep talk because I've been having conversations offline with some brothers at work, some brothers that I know personally, and just general conversations. And the last live I did was about me finding out I had my son. I think we rocked for like 3 hours that night. And I had to give y'all that backstory. And as long as that was, it was bits and pieces that I did leave out. It was still heavy on my heart. It still kind of is, finding out I had a son for 2 years and didn't have any type of interaction with him because I just simply did not know, because somebody took that ability from me. His mother, she lied about the abortion and kept him away from me until she got into some legal trouble. Y'all can go back and look at that last live I did, because now I'm a single dad again. But it's not anything that I'm afraid of doing because I already done it before. If I could do it with a daughter, a teenager at that, I can do it with my son, and now I got him at 2 and I can groom him. So it's about finding the positive fuck it, because I would rather find out about my son when he's 2 rather than when he's 22 and he's angry at me for some shit that I didn't even know or do. So that said, I'm gonna put some things in perspective, but we're gonna start out with a simple clip right quick. Kind of funny, tongue in cheek, but it's true. So if you're ninja watching, just circle back and catch it again if you're just listening right now. But for those watching, just pay attention to the clips on, because again, it's tongue in cheek, but it's very real in 2024, and it seems to be going forward as well.
And I'm back on my grind. A psychic ran my lifeline, told me in my lifetime my name will help light up the Chicago skyline, and that's why I'm 7 o'clock, that's prime time. Having a watch guy calling from the hotlines. Why he keep giving me hotlines? I'm a star, how could I not shine? How many ladies in the house? How many ladies in the house without a spouse? Something in your blouse got me feeling so.
Bring it back on me. Quick clip of Optimus Prime having to stand on his own and fight off. Optimus Prime was representing straight men in 2024, having to fight off women, hoes, LGBT, woke people, damn near everybody, having to stand on his fucking own. And it's so many brothers that I am finding out more and more. The longer I do this, the more real it becomes. And it ain't got shit to do with social media. It has nothing to do with YouTube and super chats and clicks and likes and all that good shit that everybody want to point to, trying to be a money grab. I told y'all when I first started this that it wasn't for a money grab. I got 3 retirement checks coming. I don't need YouTube money. It'd be nice to have. I'm trying to build up to it. But Growth Talk, and that's another thing I'm going to mention. I'm going to stop saying Growth Talk podcast, because it's more than just growth than a podcast. This Growth Talk Entertainment. And you can get edutainment, information, and entertainment out of just what we use loosely as entertainment. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. I think everybody just speaking. Oh, Mona done popped up. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl.
Appreciate you being in here. BT says, I want to talk to the brothers sound like Obama in Pittsburgh this election. No, not on that type of tip, bro. You know that. I want to have a real comment. When I say brothers, I'm talking spanning racial differences. Black, white, Puerto Rican, I don't care. Because I'm having these conversations, as you'll see in some of these videos. There's white men commenting on these videos because guess what? They're going through it too. This is a very Western problem we're having with attacks on masculinity, lack of masculinity, and this isn't going to beat the sisters up type of show, because I get support from women like Almond Eyes, Mona D, other women in my personal life, but those women are far outweighed Kofa's opinion by a bunch of these crazy assholes. Plain and fucking simple. There's no nice way to say it. So brothers are dealing with a lot. I'm gonna play one more clip, then I'm gonna get into a couple of stories that's been shared with me. I'm not gonna mention any names. If the brothers are watching, y'all slap my hand afterwards. Y'all got my personal number, because nobody's gonna know it's you unless you tell on yourself. But the story has to be shared, or your stories have to be shared by other brothers as well. It can't just come from you, because what I've noticed is when men start talking, they consider you complaining and just whining when you're telling your own personal stories. But when other brothers are seeing this go on and not saying anything, that's not helping our case when we're talking about building up these young boys like my son now. I'll be damned I don't give him structure and discipline because his mama don't like it, or his grandmama, including my mama, don't like it. That, oh, you too hard on him. He's only 2. Then that'll slowly turn into he's only 8. Then he's only 18. No structure, no discipline, because guess what? My mama must be right. My old lady must be right. And I see so many men do that, and we are harming these boys. Let me keep sliding with y'all comments. He's good, Mona. Little man good. Crown is good. Brother DG in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mama Lex, I see you peeking, being nosy. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl.
Glad to have you in here. BT, yeah. Yeah, help me out. Help me out, sis. I support your husband. We support each other as brothers. I don't have a wife to send the support back to him, but he does. So throw me a little bit of extra bread. Appreciate it. Y'all got a 2 household income. Anyway, but I'm hearing these stories from other brothers, so I wanted to come on here and share. But first, let's get into this clip. Where we at?
Definition of a simp. A simp is someone who sacrifices individuality, masculinity, and purpose. Simps reward disrespectful behavior. The problem with simps is simps will put it all on the line, and they will simply disrespect and dishonor themselves just for the chance to get close to some yams or some complex carbohydrates.
I'm gonna run that back one more time and then we'll talk about it. I want you to hear what the brother's saying clearly.
Definition of a simp. A simp is someone who sacrifices individuality, masculinity, and purpose. Simps reward disrespectful behavior. The problem with simps is simps will put it all on the line, and they will simply disrespect and dishonor themselves just for the chance to get close to some yams or some complex carbohydrates.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
We often hear the term simp used when you're dealing with women. But if you notice what the brother said, he will sacrifice himself for something or someone else. It's not necessarily a woman all the time. It can be a job. It could be your friends. And the word simp came from being simple-minded. That's where the word simp came from. Back in the fucking like 60s, 70s, high pimp era blaxploitation, that's where the term came from, was being simple or slow. Oh, you don't know old girl playing you? You a simp. You simple. You a simp. That's where that word came from. I appreciate you. I think Mr. Michon hit me with one too. Hold on, let me catch these super chats. Now I'm gonna get back to it. Mr. Michon in the building.
You go, girl!
Mr. Michon dropped a character that I can't read because I don't have YouTube up, but I appreciate that $10, sis. I'm gonna hit you with 5. Then we're gonna multiply by 2.
These last $2.
Of course, she follows up with, about time you do some work. You know what? I was saving this for Blaze, Mr. Michon, but this is for you.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Love you, sis. Appreciate you being in here. Mama Lex, let's see what you talking about, sis. Let's see. Yeah, I think you hit me with a 10 spots too. Says single dads matter. I appreciate it, Lex.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
You also get a 5 spot. Times 2.
These last $2.
BT said that better come from your account, not his. Big Mike in the building, man. This is my Army homeboy, man. What's going on, bro? We got our ass whooped like this last weekend, but fucking roll tide. Peace, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
But back to it. So, yeah, the term simp came from the 70s and all that era of being simple-minded. So, brother, stop making these choices that you think makes you a good man. I'm still working on the book, by the way. I am working, Michonne. That you think makes you a good man, because that's what we're told. If you do X, Y, and Z, that means you're a good man. We'll get into another video a little bit later that's going to break that down. But you think you're being a good man, you're doing all this positive stuff, and you're getting negative in return. I love how everybody says you attract what you are, but if that was the case, it wouldn't be so many brothers dealing with health issues based off stress, and the stress is based off trying to help other people, be it family, friends, lovers. So it comes down to the people you're dealing with, and then before that, that comes down to you. You have to figure out why you're so self-sacrificing. I had to do the same. When I was away in my military school last month, we had a discussion on who you are as an individual, what type of leader you are. And I told them that I did the 16 personality test. I really need to do a show on that. I know everybody doesn't believe in, you know, the science or pseudoscience of personality traits or the zodiac and stuff like that. But this 16 personality test, I believe, was created by Dr. Carl Jung, J-U-N-G. You can go look it up. It's free to take. It's a lengthy test, but the results it gives you are spot on. So that being said, I did that a while ago to figure out who I was as a leader and who I was as a man, period. And what came back and how I had to understand how I was being perceived. So I'm what they consider an advocate. I will fight tooth and nail for you. If you are with me, then you fucking with me. If I'm with you, I'm fucking with you to the last goddamn bullet.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But the way it came off to other people was that I had a hero complex. That I was putting myself in their way of their growth, of some of the stuff they said was the worst thing they had going on. In particular with women, they'll make it seem like it's the end of the world, the sky is falling. I throw on my cape. I'm willing to be Captain Save-A-Ho. That yielded no results for me. Story time. Got a brother going right now. I hit him up and I knew it was real because I was like, hey, bro, how you doing? And he just started regurgitating, bro. Going through a divorce. She doesn't see me as a man of the house. She feels like she's more of a man than I am. She's already stepped outside of the marriage. Somebody hit me with a cash app. I'll get to those in a second, y'all. I just heard my phone buzzing. She's already stepped outside of the marriage. She has moved out. And I can just hear it in his voice. And then I saw the brother the other day and I could see it in his face. I could see it in his shoulders. It's weighing on him. They've been married for over 10 years, I believe. Their daughter's, she's like in that tweenager stage. She's not quite a teenager yet. So he's worried about his family structure that he's already provided. But because he's too nice, according to his wife, the only time she sees him, his words to me were, her words to him were, she only sees him as a man when he's angry. And I told him you have to be careful of that, because if you have to be in a constant state of anger to get respect as a man, in particular a black man, that is not going to yield any positive results. Because one day you're going to have to act on that anger, because now you're at this level where you're angry all the time or you're bitter all the time. Then that's going to become the norm. Then that's not going to be respected either. Then you got to turn that anger up. And that's when the physicality comes into play. So brothers, start checking a lot of this shit early. And I told y'all before, I've never been married. I'm not a marriage guru. I don't hold myself out to be one. I'm not an attorney. I don't play one on YouTube. So I don't know what it looks like to have to go through a divorce. But what I do know is being a fucking man and having been in them emotional situations when you're taking on everything and everyone else around you is seemingly walking around scot-free, like they have nothing to worry about. Because guess what? You're going to fix it. Then when it doesn't get fixed because you made that effort, it's your fault. But if you didn't step in to fix it, it would have been your fault as well. Salute to Coach Clinician. Appreciate you, bro. I got you in a second on the super chat. Then it constantly is your fault. And then you're constantly thinking, because I did it. Well, what did I do wrong? Oh shit. Let me try this next time. Okay, she said she wanted this next time. Or the job. The job wanted this next time. So the next time comes, I try what they suggested last time. Now all of a sudden everybody get real fucking forgetful. I didn't say that. When did I say that? When did we have that discussion? And I see a lot of men taking this shit on because you remember, it's not that you're bitter. It's not that you're angry. It's not that you're hurt. You remember what the fuck was said because you cared enough to pay attention to what the fuck somebody was saying before. So you took their feelings and their thoughts and their emotions and all that shit into consideration, and you tried to do something to help, and you sacrificed yourself. There goes that sacrifice again. The first letter of the simp is an S. Sacrifice and individualism, masculinity, and purpose. We've discussed it before here. What is your purpose? What is your why? And if your why changes because somebody else is involved, You need to let that person or that situation go and keep moving forward. Let me get to y'all comments. I hear them coming in. Look, K. Alexa says, black men don't work. You a damn lie. I was just with your husband yesterday. Let's keep on going. Mike says, man, salute, bro. Let me see. Miss says, now you were in military school. I was. That's still work. I still got to throw on the uniform. LXST in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
God forbid me. Y'all see the attacks on masculinity? I got to leave, put on a military uniform and provide. Look, don't agree with him. Y'all two goddamn trolls in a pod. Let me see. LXST says, stepped in real quick from homework. Another brother working to drop a like. I appreciate you, LX. Eric Jordan in the building says, Kofa, salute. Jeez, bro.
Hotter than fish grease.
Masson says she going live tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. And if you're a content creator, Michonne's light years ahead of where I am on YouTube. But y'all make sure y'all follow the sister. If y'all see this on the replay or whatnot and you're not following her, she be over there cooking. Let me keep on scrolling. Boom. Brother Malika. Kofa, I'm an INFJ, advocate, personality type 2. I'm explaining why the work and what Malika has on the screen is so important. Let me go ahead and hit you with this, bro.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
So it gives you the breakdown of the acronyms and things like that. I said I wasn't going to be on here long tonight. I meant it. I am not going to bring this up. I need y'all to go do your own homework. Look up 16 personalities or the 16 personality test. It will come up. You will know what it looks like because it has little, not cartoon characters, but like graphic characters and stuff. But it is very well thought out. It is very well explained. And the test is very detailed. I have done this thing no less than 10 times because I wasn't sure. Maybe I was on something else one day, but I went back and did it again. And then I did it again. Then I did it for myself because the first time I did it was for the job. Then I did it for myself. And ever so often I kept checking. So the last time I did it was 2022. By the time I got to that like 10th or 11th time of doing it and it kept coming back the same thing, I know who the fuck I am. It reassured me. Because a lot of brothers walk around the club, I know who the fuck I am as a man. And then something pops up and it shatters your fucking world. Because you never took the time to know who the fuck you are. Use these tools that are in your toolbox, that are at your disposal. Don't just use your life experiences all the time. That's a huge piece, but dig a little bit deeper and try to figure out why. Because we often want to go back to when something happened, but we forget the why something happened, be it yourself or someone else. Dig a little bit deeper. So let me bring Brother Malika's comment up again. INFJ, I'm gonna hit this and quit this real quick. This is an introverted personality. Told y'all before I was an introvert. INFJs are the rarest personality type on the planet. One more time. INFJs are the rarest personality type on the planet. It is estimated out of all 16 personalities that somebody has somewhere in modern day civilized society where these tests are administered, that only 2 to 3% of people on the globe are INFJs. Let's take it a little bit further. As a male, there's only 1% out of that 2 to 3% that are male INFJs. The majority are females. It is the rarest personality type. So when I learned that, I learned why people weren't understanding what I was saying the way I was explaining it, because I knew I was being clear in my speech. But what's clear to me may not be clear to somebody else. But guess what? It doesn't necessarily make them a bad person, doesn't make me a great person, but it does tell me how I either need to move with this person or move away from this person, because they're just not going to get it. I've done it 100 times over, and I've watched brothers do this shit with their wives mainly, and the women in their lives. It's usually who you sleeping with, who you have kids with, baby mamas, wives, whatever you want to, however you want to slice it, and your mother. Those are usually the foundational pieces, throwing a grandma too, because some people were raised by their grandmother. Those are usually the foundational pieces of how this man not only views the world, but how he views himself as a man. Dig a little bit deeper, go do the test. I promise you, it's not just some bullshit that somebody threw out to make some money on. It's been around a while, been refined and tweaked and all that. It is accurate as hell. Dig a little bit deeper as a man, bro. Stop being afraid to actually look at who the fuck you are. You know, some of the realest brothers are some of the worst brothers. They'll tell you he ain't shit. He'll tell you that he a schemer, scammer, but it's fucked up because our culture, society, and overall, black people specifically, this is where our street culture comes in, and everybody respects him because he know he's a fucking crook. You being the good guy, you being the hero all the time, that day you do have a bad day, nobody wants to accept it because you've been moving as a superhero trying to help and fix everything. And then when you have your villain moment, they throw you the fuck away. In comic books, they have alternate universes where Batman is a criminal, where Superman turns evil. Nobody loves them anymore. We've seen this time and time again. And then when you come back to your senses and you're the good guy again, now everybody's still mad at you and you beating yourself up because you had a moment. This is why I preach a positive fuck it, bro. You're going to have those moments. Allow yourself to say the space to make a mistake. Give yourself permission to say no. I don't give a fuck who it's to. Whether it's your parents or your children. Appreciate it, Michonne. Give yourself the space to say no and stand on that shit. Because them motherfuckers going to be mad either way. If you do something for them, it took you too long. Well, you should have did it the first time. Well, I don't like the way that you did it, even though the job got done. You got to watch that shit too. The job got done. Everything's good for everybody involved, and they still mad. Let me get to these comments, then I'm going to slide to y'all. Super chats. Mike says, yes, moving like that is unhealthy. Definitely is, brother. BT says that's not a good space to be in. It's not. I think you're talking about, oh boy, I was talking about that I know. Yeah, wife moved out, still trying to pull the strings. So I've just been trying to talk him through it. And I'm not charging nobody. I haven't charged nobody for no consultation. I told you I'm not some guru. I'm just a guy with a good ass microphone. Salute to Shure. A decent camera and some internet service. I'm just a guy, man. But this is a business. I will be expanding, but that's later on down the road. I'll let y'all know when that's coming, but I ain't gonna be busting people in the head, man. It's too many brothers out here going through it, and I'm tired of arguing every day with people that want to act like something's wrong with the men. Something is broken with society because something happened with those men when they were boys or young men, and nobody gave them the right direction or the right methods to try to handle shit. You want men to lock onto their emotional and their feminine side. That was a big thing back in the 90s. Look where the fuck we are now, 30 years later. We 2-3 generations into this shit. And now the women are complaining. Because they don't have real men around. And they respect, again, real men that are sitting behind bars or was running the streets and got murdered. And you want good men to compete with an inmate or a fucking ghost.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Alma says she's seriously fucked up. It is. Mike says it's hard as hell, bro. Brother Coach Clinician with it, with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, good brother. He says fire for your mind. Y'all go subscribe to Coach Clinician. You'll get the reference when you get over there. Mike says divorce ain't for the weak. Facts, bro. I done seen it break down many a man. Quick, good story. I got a brother went through a divorce. I told y'all about him like 3 years ago. Brother was going through it. He looks 10 years younger than when I met him because I didn't know he was going through all that at the time when we met. He is like 10 years my senior. And brother, like he about my age, like early 40s now, mid 40s at most. He's happy. He found his peace. He figured out his why. I called him the other day. My phone call went straight to damn voicemail. I said, I bet this motherfucker in Colombia. That nigga text me back 30 minutes later. Bro, I just landed in Cartagena. I'll hit you back.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
On the beach with a tender young thing living his best life. Has raised his children, his 3 boys, and somebody else's kids. This was divorce number 2 for him. He get to do what the fuck he want. And for y'all young brothers that may see this shit in your 20s, bro, it is more about living than partying and having some good story to tell. We love to try to sell that too. You know, you went through this, that, and the third, but man, at least you got a good story out of it. I done seen them cats do that shit in their 20s and 30s too, and now they 50 and 60 and can't pay their goddamn bills because they on a fixed income, if any at all, or relying on their children to try to get them something because they had so much fun when they were younger. I'm telling you, life is sweet on the other side of 40, brothers. You better get there. Because again, black men's life expectancy has dropped down to 67 years old. It's not a game out here. We see some of these celebrities that have the finances we know to eat some of the best food, have the best workout plans and all that, and they're dropping dead in their 60s, 50s in some cases. Take care of yourself, bro. Let's keep on scrolling. Look, Messi says, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. That's what we be getting back from the sisters. We're better than that, brothers. You know the work you put in. Let's keep on going. Michonne says, how's the baby? Y'all nephew is good, sis. He's 2. I'll say that. He's 2. He's good. I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. BT says, Kofa going to be on for 2 hours. Watch. No, sir. No, I am not. You liar. I only been on 35 minutes, man, and we halfway through. Brother Coach Clinician back at it. He says, yes, working on a Gotham marriage certificate for a couple. Oh, damn. Oh, I got him marriage certificate for a couple. Let's see. Son Moses in the building with his $5 super chat. He says, salute all. Big Mike with the word. Appreciate that, Son Moses. Mike says, the why behind the what matters. One more time. The why behind the what matters. That's your foundational piece, bro. I appreciate that, Mike. BT dropped 20 on me, bro. I appreciate it. Of course, he says, lemon character bowing his head while spreading hearts with arms. I don't got it open, bro. I don't got YouTube open, but I appreciate that 20 spot.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Back on me. I appreciate that, BT. Moving Silent says, I'll definitely finish watching this at the house. Always good stuff, Kofa. I appreciate you, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Death Note in the building says, INTJ here. Yeah, we might have to break that down. Y'all got homework, man. Go do that test, and when we circle back around to it, because it sends you your results in your email and you can read through it. It gives you, your impact on work, romantic relationships, friendships, family, things for yourself. It really, really breaks down different facets of life and how your personality impacts your different facets of life. Let me keep on going. Keep on scrolling. Just trying to catch up with y'all comments. Y'all been in here cooking. There you go. BT says, Michonne, the sad part, he don't even have a drop for a 20. He gonna play I got 5 on it and say times 4. No, bro, I just gave you your drop, man. I gave you a video. Messing Michonne with it. She says, I want to be the statin app sword not be what look, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing and talking about. I just know y'all trolling me again.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Appreciate that 20 spot, Michonne. Says autocorrect with your no typing ass. Trying to blame it on the damn iPhone. BT says I bought Kofa lunch yesterday. He did. And I bought this motherfucker cigars.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Look, speaking of competing with a ghost, Jada Pinkett got Will Smith competing with Tupac. And it's not just a celebrity thing. Those are references. We use celebrities because those are usually people that a lot of people know. They're just reference points. See this shit in real life. Yeah, I did have 21. Got your ass, BT. Pause. Durf in the building. Kofa, what's good, bro? What's going on, man?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
All right, y'all, let's get back to the content. We saw the breakdown of the simp. I shared the story of what my homeboy is going through. I'm going to keep trying to walk him through it. Again, this is where I'm at. Again, white men notice it too, bro. It's not just black men. I'm speaking in general terms. And when I say general, I don't mean just for the black community. You will know when I mean just the black community or the majority of the black community, because I've said it before and I will continue to say it, or I will let you know it's general and black men specific, because I am a black man and I see how our community is moving, but this shit is a Western issue.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions, make the sacrifices, make the unpopular decisions, and become comfortable in your own skin.
That fucking simple. Stand on that shit. That's what standing on business is. You meant what you said what you meant. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. I had to learn that. I've told people no before and I made adjustments for them and took a L.
This is letter L, upper and lowercase letter L.
It doesn't feel good taking that L because everybody wants you to hold that motherfucker and they run the fuck away from it. You a man, bro. Hell or high water, and everybody make mistakes. And I know it sounds crazy saying I made a mistake by taking care of my family, or I made a mistake by taking care of my wife, or I made a mistake by taking care of this, or I made a mistake by being a stepfather. That's how my real son got here, is because I chose to be a stepfather at that time. I know what this shit looks like from a personal standpoint. It's not just me. So if it's my story, several other brothers' story, and then you have facts, data, and statistics to back it up, something is going on. This is why I say it's the majority of women that are moving like this. I know good women that have told me their personal stories of how they fucked over some dude in a divorce, and they said it with a smile. But good women on paper, good jobs, feminine, all that shit. I told y'all the story before my last live with my son. My belly was full, my balls were empty, and my house was motherfucking spotless. And she still had two other dudes thinking they was my son's father.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Cause that bitch was still moving around like she wanted to. Well, I took care of her boys, a household, and paying bills. And I could say that shit with a smile now. Water off a duck's back. Small thing to a giant. Cause I'm not the first nor the last man that's gonna have to go through it. I'm here to help brothers build and get a little bit better at a time. My job with the younger brothers is to make you smarter, quicker. It's not fear mongering. It's not, oh, stay away from all women. It's about you being selfishly intelligent and moving like you need to. That's why I had the thumbnail, because brothers are coming home every day, reflecting on their day, and then they find themselves doing the Groundhog's Day thing. You living the same day over and over and over and over and over again. This is why I started sharing my travels. I'm gonna start turning this into a little bit of lifestyle, especially when I get crowned. When I get my son, I'm gonna let y'all know it's easy to be a stepdad, bro. I would love for you to be a husband, but I got into that situation trying to be a husband. So I'm gonna show you how dope it is to be a single dad. I said stepdad. I mean, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to be a single dad and how you can still fucking win. I'm getting some of y'all comments. Where we at? Oh, damn. EJ said, Kofa, you haven't read Cash App. You're right, bro. You're right. Hold on. Let me get these Cash Apps. I'll be having my phone on silent, then it'd be buzzing, and then I forget when I come back to the screen. What we got? EJ hit me with $2. EJ said, fuck them kids.
These last $2.
Oh, boy. EJ, you ain't shit, man. I appreciate the 2 spot, bro. I appreciate it. Malika says, well stated. Thank you, good brother. BT says, simple and effective message. Very simple, very effective. Dev Note says, make mistakes and don't have regrets. Even your failures build who you are meant to be tomorrow. Big fact.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Mona D, I don't know what I said or did. BT says facts. Death Note says shoot. That is how I move. Those bad blinders will usually hold you back from true potential. Sometimes you got to go, what's Dragon Ball Z? You got to go Super Saiyan. You got to be a little bit angry sometimes. BT says, Kofa, you should get a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for the travel vlog. Yeah. We talked about that camera. Yeah, bro. I've been looking at them. I really have. All right, caught up with the comments. Now let's get to this next clip. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that other one last time, and then I'm gonna roll right into the next one.
You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin.
It's not a coincidence that every time someone says a real man, it's followed by something that they need from him. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about the fact that the last 3 generations of men were raised by women? You guys are all thinking that a good man is what these women have been brainwashed and eventually brainwashed you into thinking a good man was. A good man does not concede to a woman in the home. A good man does not live by the term happy wife, happy life. A good man does not become a beta walking ATM machine who does nothing but bend over backwards to provide for people who have no appreciation for him. A good man does not sacrifice his health, his well-being, his mental health so that he can provide for people. A good man serves from a place of leadership. As an example, yes, we are servants. Yes, our job is to provide. Yes, we have to protect the ones that we love. The way we do that is not through self-sacrifice. The way that we do that is by elevating ourselves to the highest possible level. I see a lot of men, at least 40, who spent their entire lives working like slaves to provide for a family. Where are they? They're enjoying the fruits of your labor while you struggle with depression, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, overweight, waiting for a heart attack. And you call that doing the right thing?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
If there were no good men, women wouldn't feel the need to bound. What one man won't do, another man will. If there were no good men, the job wouldn't feel comfortable working your ass to death. You can always quit. Position will be open up. They'll have somebody sitting in your seat within a week or 2. Another good man that wants a job to provide for his family. I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. You ask the average man why he works so hard, it's so he could take care of his family. You ask the average woman why she works so hard, it's so she doesn't need a man. All for them to circle back and complain about not having a man or there not being real men around. Take notice what he said at the top. If you ever pay attention when somebody says that sentence, a real man, and then it's followed by what they want. What they want from you. What I want brothers to do is provide for yourself what you've already been providing for others. what you're willing to provide for others, what you're able to provide for others. Stop forgetting yourself, bro. I can't say I've become a villain, but I'm damn sure an anti-hero.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Make the hard decision. Do the hard thing. Matter of fact, make the right decision like so many men do in the beginning. It might take a little bit longer. It might even be for everybody's benefit, but then you end up singling out that one person, again, usually a woman, usually your family, and then you end up taking a loss. So either make that decision where it's going to benefit everybody, or make that decision where it's going to benefit you. Because at the end of the day, as a good man, you're still going to be providing. So why not get something for yourself? I asked this question of this sister a while ago, and she had no fucking answer. You're not going to take your ass to work 2 weeks and not get a check, are you? And I was saying that in comparison to men doing all this heavy lifting in society, where there's family structure, work again, all that, and not getting anything in return. Not getting the respect, not getting the love, not getting the admiration. In many cases, not getting a fucking thank you for the work that he has done, while they give the praise to the dude that talks a good game. That's a big issue I have with street culture and the community. Talking to black folks now, I wanted to clarify that. We praise people that talk good. The brothers are actually doing the work, getting things done. We look the other way. All of a sudden, we Stevie. We don't see shit when they doing the right thing. And when I say the right thing, that's a societal thing. Provide for a family, protect women, take care of your children, all that. Brothers are checking these blocks. They're going down the checklist. And nobody respects them for doing it. The brother that talks shit about the brother that's doing it, he get the respect for some reason. Let me get to y'all comments. Where did I leave? Oh, let me get to it real quick, y'all. Brother Malika says, it's hard for a man who wants to be a husband who winds up being a stepdad to a woman who only wants to be a baby mama and enjoys living like a hoe.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Once again, I lived it. BT says, sheesh. DG says, true. Almanaz, appreciate you again, sis. She says, I need a man. I am not ashamed to say that.
You go, girl!
DG says, preach. It's a lot of brothers checking these blocks, DG. You know, we talk offline too. It's a lot of brothers checking these blocks of what a man is supposed to be and not getting any respect for it. That's the crazy part. Let me see. Let y'all have that conversation. Yeah, that's y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have that in the comments. But I just want to play those little short clips tonight because I've been having these conversations. And again, I got that brother that's going through that divorce. And then I have a brother, I can't complain about me finding out about my son late when I have a friend that I've had since high school, and knock on wood, still praying for a miracle. He's on the verge of losing his son. His son is like 4 or 5, and he has a rare form of leukemia. And my nephew been intubated for the last few weeks. And my bro is coming to grips with it. He's come to grips with it. He said he's had his moments where, you know, he just broke down and all that. But I hate hearing those stories about that because it ain't shit I can do about it. And I hate hearing those stories and then using it as a, well, damn, I ain't got it that bad either. But it's true. Somebody always got it worse than you, bro. Somebody always got it worse. I had a brother that I was going back and forth with one time, and he was talking about feminism and all that shit, and he ain't fuck with Kevin Samuels, and We went back and forth. I was like, bro, there are men out here doing what the fuck they supposed to do, and they ain't seen their children in 2 years. This is why I be talking about these bras like that. This is why other men are talking about these women like that. And we just kind of went back and forth. And when I told them that it's been men that haven't seen their children in 2 years, I didn't even know at the time. I was talking about my damn self.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So it's not just what happens to you, bro. It's gonna be how you handle it. I know that sounds like a cliche. It sounds like a lot of this bullshit social media psychology that we have people coming on talking about shit like that. But it really comes down to, how do you handle it? When I found out about my son, I got tunnel vision. I'm getting that birth certificate changed in my name. Well, first getting the blood test. Boom, got that. Now I got to go to court. Boom, did that. I got parental rights. I walked out with them. Now I got to get the birth certificate changed. Now I got to get the social security card changed. Now I got to get his last name changed. Now I got another court case I got to handle here so I can change his full fucking name. I could have lost my shit. Almost did in the beginning. But guess what? His mama ain't fucking worth it. Guess what else? Your wife ain't worth it. Your baby mama ain't worth it. Your girlfriend not worth it. Your mama ain't worth it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Your kids ain't worth you losing yourself. Because once you've lost yourself, the people that you're bound to take care of, your children, for those that have them, who can they go to? Stay consistent. Stay on your grind. When you have these moments like I'm about to go have in the garage with a cigar, y'all know how I do, on the thumbnail, when you're having those daily grind reflections, make your work mean something, bruh. Make it mean something. That whole staying up late just working, getting up early just working, you in the hustle, you in the grind. That shit was for the 20s, bro. That's 60 plus hours a week that Kevin Samuels used to tell brothers they need to be working. If you're not in a position to try to get better, you don't got no business working 60 hours a week. If you in a rhythm of a solid career, keep running with that, but make your work mean something. It does. What good does it do you staying up late, getting up early, tired as fuck, having those diseases that guy was just talking about, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all that shit, and we just shrug it off because, oh, well, I'm 40. I'm supposed to. No, bro. Adjust those 24 hours in a day for you. Just for you. Fuck them kids. Fuck your wife. Fuck your mama. In that moment, in those 2 hours for you, your gym time, your jog time, your writing, reading, smoking whatever you smoke, your weed, cigar, whatever the case is, slice out that time for you. I just wanted to touch on those brothers' stories because as much as I've been going through this year, I know we joke back and forth, but 2024 been a motherfucker, y'all. But as hard as it's been, nothing but blessings, bro. And that's how I look at it. Even my hardships were blessings. So we getting ready to roll up out of here. I'm under an hour. What do you know? BT, while you talking shit. We finna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna get on this road tomorrow. Go see my boy. Eat good with the family. Probably get yelled at for my conspiracy theories because I am that cousin.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Have those arguments about Trump being president.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Get looked at because gonna tell everybody I voted for him.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
So I'm locked and loaded. Get to y'all comments one more time. BT says, I hate when people say your health declined after 40. I refuse to subscribe to that. Big facts, bro. I hate it too. BT says, let me get my 20 back. No. EJ says, I'm loving the crash out meltdown. If you're in that mode, bro, or you know a brother that's in it, let him go through it, get through a system. That's what I'm assuming you mean to EJ. And help him get back on his grind. If it's you get through that shit and you get back on your grind, bro. So salute to my boy, Big Mike, man. It's been a minute since we talked. I appreciate you stopping in, checking me out, dog. We're just gonna keep on cooking, man. I'm back, still working on some other stuff, but should be back in pocket next week. We're gonna keep it rolling, man. I'm gonna start working on some shows, working on a rebrand. Again, I can't thank y'all enough, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Let me see. Malika says, oh shit, hold up. FYI, I'm 53 years old and in the best shape of my life.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm on your side. 85 says, always glad to see you. I appreciate that. He says it's hard to watch crashing. What is this crashing out y'all talking about? BT, you gotta let me know, bro. Hit me up afterward. But yeah, man, we getting ready to roll up out of here. But brother, stand on your decision. Good, bad, or indifferent. Because if it's bad, you gotta fix it any goddamn way. If it's good, you're supposed to share it with every damn body, right? So keep on cooking. EJ hit me with another 2. He says the crash out meltdown is pure gold, folks. You talking about for Trump? I appreciate that, bro.
These last $2.
I am mentally and preparing myself for that on Thursday and throughout the rest of the weekend. It is what it is, man. But thank y'all for being in here. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I have been your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. As always, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.